before training camp. So a pre-training camp thought. When you look at the Browns roster, what do you think the win total is? And I have one in mind as well, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'm at 12 or 13. I mean, it's like, I do think I think they're like a perfect 12 and 14, except you can't be 12 and 4 anymore. So I think they'll be 12 and a half and 4.5. So that's
you're calling a tie already? Wow, you're calling for a tie.
Yeah. God. No ties. Please, no ties. So, I think 12 and 5 or 13 and 4. It's like, it's really hard. It's like, you know what? I think the Browns are going to go 16 and 1. Like, how can you? Nobody can actually say that. So there's only so high you can go. So if you're willing to go to 13 and 4, I mean, can you really predict the Browns to win 14 games? Like, I don't really think you can. So I think a lot of people are going to wind up at 13 or 12 because I think like once you get down to 10, and even like 11, it's like, well, that's fewer games than they won last year. And don't we think they're better at like 9 positions than they were a year ago? And the schedule, I don't think, is markedly more difficult. So I think you have to count on some record improvement. That just makes sense to me. But you don't want to go nuts. So I think 12 or 13.
Yeah, I'm at the 11 or 12 range. I think the only games that I think are really going to be difficult for them to win, beating Kansas City is going to be really tough. Beating Green Bay and Lambeau on Christmas night, assuming Aaron Rodgers stays there, is going to be tough. Sweeping the Ravens is going to be tough. So there's 3. And then, the other thing I would say is there's just going to be 1 or 2 games where you just don't play well and you lose. That's what happens. Even good teams don't play well certain weeks and lose. So that's the way I arrive at 12 and 5-ish.
No, I think that's right. And I also think it's reasonable for a team like the Browns to say maybe there'll be a game you don't expect them to lose, but I also think they'll win a game you don't expect them to win, right? So it's like, I don't think they're going to win at Kansas City. I'm going to end up saying that 100 times between now and the start of the season. But maybe they will sweep Baltimore. Maybe they'll go to Lambeau on Christmas and stick it to the Packers. I think there are those opportunities as well. Like the game in the Freddie Kitchens seasons when they go to Baltimore and just like absolutely take care of business. Like I think there is a game for the Browns to like really put the league on alert, that like, yeah, this is not just like beat the mediocre teams. This is like, we're as good as anybody. And so you balance out some of that. And I think you wind up at 12 or 13.